Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. So we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the fourth-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. We've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Dogs will kick this away to get us going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made, and that will pick up a first down. Now spotted at 38.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. Yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
3rd down play for this offense.
Motion even on the go.
Now for this defense. Can he get there on the ground? They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
The Hurricanes' offense is on the move now. And at first down, they go right back to him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that previous play. And there's the handoff. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I'll tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Snags the quick throw. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights off a defender. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
I see you got to step up with him and throw the board. Step up.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He's going to hand this off. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron
defense, bro, you got to have 4 linemen against Georgia.
Who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run. Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Dogs will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Bringing pressure. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing is open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And the Miami offense is back.
Play the flats.
They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. He'll toss it to the back. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Good solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on fourth down last time. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he's got it down inside the 20. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision.
Center line,
You know,
go
the
low.
eyes that carry their feet
Attack
to the
low,
open
you're playing
space,
scared.
making people miss.
Play the
I
flats.
just love watching those guys
Choose
do
me.
work.
No more
Try to
3
muscle toward the end zone on the
5.
ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What a great job here by the defense, reading that play, pursuing the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal.
Cover the flats.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation. And now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown?
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good. Hold on, now there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, still wouldn't be a 1st down. The Bulldogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. It's a second and goal play for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Extra point makes the lead 4.
That makes the score Georgia 7, Miami 3.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turn starts inside the 15. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner looking to make a play here.
Center line go low. Told you. No more 3-3-5. Cover the flats. That was dumb.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Getting set. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to make a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And they'll kick it away here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
To call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator, and you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Murphy. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Dogs.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Georgia 14, Miami 3.
Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Hurricanes Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That's reeled in. It's Morris. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Makes a quick catch.
The receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this fourth down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short of the first down marker.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for this back. He tried to do everything that he could to get to the edge, but give the defense a lot of credit. They did an excellent job of containing him and eventually running him out of bounds.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They'll run the option. And he's got it already past the first down marker. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either run.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown for the U.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
They make the extra point, the trail 21-10. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're going to run it. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
That game moves the ball out near the 25.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
after that running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Not the way he wanted to kick it. When he's got some space here. Still going. It's a foot race. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in a pretty good field position. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it second and medium.
Play fast, bro. You against the clock.
They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Receiver makes the catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. And I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
The PAT doesn't do much good, so they'll set up for the 2-point conversion, trying to cut the lead to a field goal here in the late going. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. He can't cut this lead further. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Timeout.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Crucial play for both offense and defense. Let's see what we get here on 3rd and 4. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Looks to his
Defense get a first time out after this
gets into
play.
space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, that's why the drag route is so difficult to contain as a defender. If you try to cut the receiver off too early, you get hit for a big chunk play. That time the receiver won the battle at the line of scrimmage and won his matchup on that play.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain most leverage.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Georgia.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
16.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Miami Hurricanes will take over first and 10.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big game, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off here. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play. And the Canes with first and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Setter line bro low. Play fast bro, you against the clock. He can't get a first timeout. He can't get a first timeout after this play. Center line bro low. Play fast bro, you against the clock. He can't get a first. Timeout. He can't get a first timeout after this play.